who's 6'9" and moves the way he does. Really, it's something else and something special. You know, and when the fight ends early, you know, he doesn't disappoint the crowd. He does a little concert.
Does he get paid extra for that? Or?
No, because he was afraid I was going to cut his pay because the fight only went 2 rounds. So that made up for it.
Bob, did you think it would end in 2 rounds? Did you see it ending that early?
Well, people were saying that, you know, Fury has been demonstrating since he's been back that he was a terrific boxer and could box anybody's ears off. But nobody realized that now that he's gotten himself into maximum shape, that he's a tremendous puncher as well, and therefore could knock out guys. Look, you know, what you saw, the guy he fought was not that experienced, but a decent fighter. You know, Tyson Fury is going to do the same thing to everybody else that he fights. If, and I believe he will, stay in the great shape that he is in now.
Bob, what do you think about Tyson Fluidity with the left-handedness and how good he looked doing that? Now you have 2 guys that are pretty fluid going left and right-handed with Terrence and Fury.
Yeah, great. Yeah, I know. Terrence told me that he's a little angry that Tyson stole something from him. The ability to go, yeah. I know my wife asked me at the fight, she didn't know he was left-handed. I didn't either. No, he's something special. We're seeing something special, and it's for me, you know, at my age and the years that I've been in this sport, I look forward to a fantastic ride here.
Bob, a couple things. He said in the ring he wanted to fight again September, October timeframe. What your plan is for that?
That's exactly our time frame.
And
when Tyson Fury says he wants to fight at a particular time, we all listen and just get the date in the best possible venue. So I think we're looking as a big possibility, Madison Square Garden in New York on the 5th of October.
Anybody in mind that you have?
No, we haven't talked about it yet. Really, truly, we haven't talked about it yet.
And then just finally, you know, when you see him do this tonight compared to how he fought against Wilder, do you think that's just the activity that you're seeing, the fact that he's now back in a regular rhythm?
Yeah, you know, I don't want to take anything away from Deontay Wilder. Terrific heavyweight, big puncher, but you have to understand that in training for the Wilder fight, Fury took off 144 pounds. Now, I don't care who you are. When you take off that kind of weight, you're not going to be as strong as when you are at your natural weight and you put on or take off a couple of pounds.
How would you rate the entire evening, the entire fight card?
I thought the fight card was terrific. I'm sorry I'm here. I'm going to miss 2 more fights that were the swing fights that we didn't get to, but they're going to go on now. A great heavyweight from Philadelphia, a young kid, Sonny Canto, is going to be fighting. Maybe he's just fought already. 2 good fights. But I think it was a very, very good card, and we could see a glimpse of the future when we saw Guido Iannelli I mean, the kid from Rome, Italy, the Italian Olympian. I think you're going to hear a lot from him in the years to come.
Bob, what were your thoughts on Albert Bell? You recently signed him. A lot of people overlooked him in the Andy Vences fight. What were your thoughts?
Well, unfortunately, I mean, this is something that I have to say, unfortunately, in this country, there are a lot of kids, particularly African American kids, who don't have great Olympic or amateur pedigrees, and they're by and large overlooked. Bell, I think, was one of those kids, and the only reason we started using him is Terrence Crawford's a trainer. Bomac knows a lot of these kids and convinced us to use Bell, which was, he's terrific, shows he's a terrific fighter. Also, Bomac was the one, Brian McIntyre, we call him Bomac, was the one that put us on with Jamal Herring, who had lost a couple of fights with PBC, and they dropped him. And, he had a great story, two tours of duty in Iraq as a Marine, and we signed him, and he's a champion today. And I think that's great. There are a lot of kids out there, African Americans, Mexican kids, that nobody is really aware of. And if they get the opportunity, they're going to shine.
Bob, I spoke to Jamel. He said for his next fight, he would like to fight on a military base here in the States. What are your thoughts on that? We see it in other sports that college basketball team does things like that. Do you think that we could see Jamel Herring have a fight on a military base, given his military background?
Well, we're scheduling his first title defense around Veterans Day. So obviously, a fight on a military base, particularly a Marine base, would be ideal. We'd love that. We'd invite everybody, all the Marines in, watch it without paying. We'd make it a really big patriotic event. But again, these bases have restrictions, particularly, the Marine bases. We tried to have his title fight in Pendleton, and they wanted to do it, but we couldn't get through all the security barriers.